So we will discuss like as you trying to lead the team, right? So I will explain you everything, all parts. Otherwise, it will be difficult. We don't know. We never know what comes into the picture, and at worst case, you handle.
Yeah.
So I know that pain. So I will, since you already aware of that, I don't need to just take more time. Also, you can understand easily. You see. Generally, as you know, data warehousing, I'll just give you the 2 minutes, 2 minutes time. Data warehousing. As you already know, the data warehousing got two parts, generally ETL and reporting. ETL tools, you already aware of that, Informatica. Data manager is Cognos tool. Data stage is IBM tool. MSBI, then MSBI, SSIS, SSEAS, SSRS. All these things will have different ETL tools. Coming to the reporting point of view, IBM Cognos. IBM Cognos. SAP BO. BO is business objects. So MicroStrategy. And W ClickView. R, Jasper, Power BI. There is a lot of reporting tools, lot of tools. When it comes to the Cognos point of view, IBM Cognos. Basically, Cognos got two parts: Windows components and web components. Windows components. This is modeling, I'll say modeling. This is the reporting. Modeling point of view, all the modeling application will run from Windows. Reporting application will run in web. Any browser like IE, Chrome, it supports all 11. Coming to the modeling point of view, Cognos Framework Manager. And there is a transformer. There is a cube designer. These are three types of modelings actually. Using a framework manager, we create a project and create a package. Okay, package and publish that package to web. Using this transformer, we create a cubes and publish that cubes as a package into the reporting area. And using this cube, we create a dynamic cubes. There is a difference between cubes and dynamic cubes. Okay, I will also show you later that one. Coming to the Cognos point of view, you will have a Cognos connection. Okay, and then Cognos administration, Cognos dashboards. Okay, and 11 we have different components called like upload a file, storyboard, and data module. All the few components are there. I'm not mentioning all these things there. Okay, and main thing is report studio. This is the main one. 90 to 95% of the reports will be built out of the studio. Query studio. Analysis studio. Visual studio. You might have researched about the Cognos, so I don't want to go and teach you like freshers. Okay, That is why I'm just going high level. Once we go everything practically, you can ask me all kind of logical and functional doubts, everything. Power Play Studio. Power Play Studio. That is what. Right. Power Play Studio is for only for transformer purpose. In 11, some of the people are taking the installation, some of them is not. Okay. So this is a component, and you see here Cognos connection means where we store the information. Like you have in a 10, if you see 10, you have public folder, my folder. Public folder means everyone will have access. My folder means personal folder. Coming to the 11, they change it to the naming convention. They change it team content and my content. My content is personal. Team content is for public, like public folder. Right. I'll show you the difference. And Cognos administration. Cognos administration point of view, what all the things I will cover is I will show you that list of content. And the dashboards. Dashboards also is there. Cognos 10, we have a different dashboards called Business Insight Advanced in 10.1 and 10.2 you have Workspace Advanced. 11 they removed all the Panda, they kept, but additionally they incorporated dashboard, which is a very good tool, very user friendly and very good. Sorry.
Yeah, so the workspaces that we create in the older version, so how do they get, so they get automatically converted into dashboards in the new version?
You can export and import. I will show you that there is a workspace and workspace advanced is there in 10.2, whereas 10.1 business insight and business insight advanced.
Right.
Out of the two, right, what is the difference majorly is workspace advanced, what you do already, you need to prepare dashboard manually, right? That is not available in 11. Workspace advanced they removed. Instead of workspace advanced, they kept as a Cognos dashboard directly. There is a workspace. Workspace is what is already developed reports in different studios, either report studio or query studio. That reports you can use and present as a snapshot like dashboard. Okay. I'll show you practically how that works, how it works, and how we can migrate. Okay, we'll see everything practically. Right? That is a and dashboards are, as I told you, right? In 10.1 is there is a one, 10.2, 11. Three versions are, I have three versions. I'll show you three versions of differences. Okay, na? So like business insight advanced is it was not there in 8. It is started dashboarding in 10.1 onwards, 10 onwards. When it comes to the 10.2, we got a business, changed it to the business insight and workspace and workspace advanced. It was business insight and business insight advanced. It became a workspace and workspace advanced. One you can develop, one dashboard you can develop using a package. One dashboard you can develop already developed reports you can use to prepare a dashboard. And we'll see practically that. It's too difficult to keep in mind all the words. Okay, just see high level. I'll show you the practical. And the main thing is Report Studio. If you see that concept, what all the things will be covered in Report Studio, means modeling, what all the modeling will be covering. I'll just show you. And okay, this is what, right? If you see, I'll open a world image, another world image. That one as a package.
Okay.
So just run through quickly. See, you already aware of this data warehousing architecture, right? You will have different sources and use a staging area. ETL people, you load the data into the data warehousing and move the data into the data marts. Data mart is nothing but one of the small database. What any reporting people will do is, we will access this connection and do the reports out of that. Let's say you are belongs to sales project. You will access the sales connection, sales data mart, and do the reporting out of that. Right, like that. And coming to the Cognos, this one, like Cognos components. You see here, Cognos is two parts: Windows and web. FM is a framework manager. TR is a transformer. This was the old image. There is a dynamic cubes also is there. There is called a cube designer. It is there from 10.2 and 11. but some of them are using, some of them are not. Depends upon your requirement. If you want, I can show you. You see, within FM, relational and dimensional. You see, two packages also I will explain. Again, transformer is here is a transformer. There is a dimension modeling. We build out of the cube. From the cube, we publish the package. So two types of modelings will cover. And within a framework manager also, there is a two types. Again, there is a CQM and DQM, old way and new way, dynamic compatible. That also I'll show you. Okay. So how the framework manager is the architecture is like this. Framework manager flow will be like this. Generally, you might have done some research as you already. You see here three types of modeling. This when we go discuss modelings, I will explain you this. What is the relational, dimensional, and cube. We'll see that time. Don't worry. And I just want to give you the idea. You already aware of the dimension tables and fact tables, so that I don't want. You see here. Let's assume you are connecting to the one data mart. We create a model in FM. In a framework manager, we need to create one project. Within the project, we follow three-layer approach: import layer, business layer, presentation layer, and then we create a package and publish the package. So this is the data mart. So pulling the data mart, Cognos administration will discuss with the DBA and get the credentials and create the data source connections at Cognos level, Cognos administration level. First and foremost thing, before going to the Cognos FM framework manager, I'll be showing you how to create a connections, how to create a CQM connections, how to create a DQM connections, right? How to give a security, how to give a access for that. We'll discuss that. Then we go to the practical of this FM model. How to create? We'll create our own project, sample project with the sample data. Okay. With all best tips. This itself will take minimum, like if you want to see end to end, each and every property will take 1 week. Means 7 hours it will take minimum. If you're responding me like this, it might you can reduce a little bit time. Means as you get right. That's the thing. And let me go to the detailed level of contents. What all the things will be covered? Then downloads. Some of them is not included. Okay, I just want to explain you what all the concepts will be covered. Data warehousing you don't need actually, as you said, like you don't want. Right? And you see framework manager relational. Framework manager relational modeling. All these things like how to create the connections, architecture. I'll explain the framework manager how it works. Now to create the data source connections, I'll explain you, and we'll discuss about the layer concept, and then we'll discuss about the securities, filters, calculations, runtime securities, everything. And I'll also, it's not like that, I will explain you only development. When I'm trying to explain you, it covers you in terms of development. First preference is development. Then what I do is, if you want to support the model, existing model, if you want to support or if you want to enhance the model, what kind of things we will be getting? What kind of request we will get from the customers or existing projects? We want to like
also
updating
if
sorry.
So and also if the business wants to scale the infrastructure related to like if there is more user base, for example, and they want to scale up so that the performance is up to the mark. So how do we from architectural perspective, how do we do that?
Yes, I'll show you. That is also there. Performance tuning. We do like say server level, we do the performance as well as the report level and model level and database level. Three areas we do. Okay, that will also cover here. You see here. See, this is the administration point, and this is like enhancement. This is the support, last ones. And this is any kind of issues or performance issues comes, these things will take care of things. And it's a dimension modeling, and then cubes. Okay, then report studio. Report studio is the big, each and every funda it will be discussed here. I'll also explain here deployment, how to deploy the content from one server to other server, like one version to other versions, things. performance tuning and testing also I'll explain you. And then other studios. Other studios is nothing. It'll just, you know, 1-2 systems we can close. And I will also show you an event studio, like alert based reports. Let's say, you know, I will also cover your scheduling part, like how the reports will run trigger based, how reports will run the event wise. Let's say once condition is satisfied, then only we have to run this task, or then only we have to run this report. How that works in Cognos. And additionally, you see these things like administration point of view, right? Architecture I'll explain you, as well as the configuration. If you want, I can show you that, and security configuration especially. Installation and configuration we might not do in our local machines, but if you want, I can provide you that as well. And other thing is how to create a security configuration, how the security works here, either LDAP or AD, right? That also I'll show you. And how to create a new data source connections, how to, you know, manage that content. I mean, like how to do the exports and imports, the job scheduling, how that stop and stop the services when Cognos is down, how that will work. There will be a primary and secondary will be there. How server level performance tuning, all these things is, I will, you know, cover that as well.
So one question.
Yeah.
So in the security configuration, would we be also covering how to implement a single sign-on scenario?
Yes, I will show you that. Yes, how it works, a single sign-on, how that you know, AD will works, and how we create a group, how we create a role, and how we can assign the security. That I will show you that also.
Okay.
All regular activities of administration I will show you, except that setup into the system, right?
Okay.
Setup that is also there, but we need little big systems. Actually, it will be slow. We need to install database. We need to install you know, server components and model components, all these things. Then do the configuration. But I will show you that configuration, where it works, how we can do that. Okay. All that things also will be covering. And let me connect my server. I'll show you that 11 components for 2 minutes. What are the components? You might also see, you known already, but I'll also want to show you.
Sure.
These are like high level points. When we go there, right, based upon the situation, and I'll give you one example at what cases we might use this, what use that point. Each and every property I will show you.
Okay.
In framework management point of view, it's not like that. Just, you know, create a package and publish the package. That is a development part. And when you want to, you know, enhance the model, or when you want to, all these things also I'll show you. Okay, local servers, to start that local server, it will take time. I have set up
wherein we will be doing some deliverables, like creating reports or something like that.
Where in your, no, I will show you from, yes, I'll be giving you server, or I'll get installed in your local machine for Cognos 10 and 11 software, and I'll be you know, we will be discussing there only everything in my local machine. The same thing you can also practice what we create a sample project here, right? Same project you can also create your own after, you know, completing the session. Means once, let's say today we discuss for 1 hour, right? Then what will happen? Recording, you will be getting that recording. Then you can use that recording. You don't need to use the recording. After completing the session, you can also practice same thing.
Okay, so we'll, yeah, so I will be getting access to some server from.
Yes.
Okay.
That I will take care of that. Okay, we'll give you that also, so you can, you know, practice there.
Okay, sure.
What we discussed in framework manager point of view, administration point of view, as well as this report developing. Okay.
Also, like you said, would we be doing like an end-to-end, start to end mini project kind of a thing, wherein we create.
That's what. What I do is, I'm leaving these things, this funda, data warehousing concept, you know already, how the tables, schemas and all. So I'll start a framework manager only first. I will start with relational modeling. Okay. Relational modeling, what we do is we create a project with the 3 layers with the best practices. with the securities, with the conditions, everything. I'll take one example, and we'll create one project, actual project, and then use that project and publish that project to the Cognos. And then that is a relational. And I will also explain the dimensional project, dimension modeling project, hierarchies and levels. And then we move to the reporting side, right? And wherever what I do is I will cover framework manager also. We need administration, framework manager point of view also. I mean, like creating the data source connections. And then there is a, here also like securities is the admin part, right? Securities. And there is a backup, taking a synchronization backup, and distributing their model to the multiple users. And all this administration fund also we will discuss here only. Framework manager admin, I will explain the framework manager admin. Dimension modeling admin, I will explain dimension modeling level. And the cubes admin, I will explain cubes admin level. And then reporting admin, I will explain reporting area. And additionally, we will sit and discuss remaining concepts of this administration. So that it will cover you everything. This is like scheduling and creating the jobs and export, taking a backup of entire content, so entire Cognos backup or specific report backup or specific package backup. All that things also will cover. But all these things you need to spend a time little, because you are not asking specific, right? So when you want to implement end to end, it will take little time. Okay. And I will also, if your project is not started, I will also give you some of the tasks in the sense, after finishing the project, what we doing and what we learning is different. What practically, if you want to, let's say you got a requirements, I'll be sharing you my requirements, some of my other client requirements to you, and explain you that what is the requirement, how you'll be able to do in your reporting. So by seeing that, you should be able to understand, right? First, you should get that idea. You will get, I'm sure, because functional point of view, you are clear, because you're already working on BI tool, right? So you'll able to easily understand. But when it comes to the Cognos, which functionality we can use, we will discuss that. I will also explain you that. Okay. You will get easily, because we will, anyhow we will explain, right? I will explain each and every concept and purpose of the concept, where we use, what kind of reporting and what kind of dashboarding we use that. I will explain. No, I will also cross check you whether you able to catch that stuff or not. And once we done end to end, so that's where you feel comfortable. You can do end to end. You can handle end to end.
Yeah.
And I'm also handling actually ETL as well here, ETL data stage and data manager, plus reporting end to end. I'm the only one here, so that's why I've got all databases, data warehouses, and ETL tools and reporting tools got open in my server. But I've seen the same. Okay. So any specific doubts you want to clarify?
No, that is it from my side.
We'll see like migration. You see here, we'll also explain. There is generally any company or any tool, any BI tool level 4 to 5 types of projects, right? One is a development. If you know the development, you can easily handle others like either support or enhancement or migration. Main is you need to know the process of that funda, right? Now I will explain how the development requirements will be there and how we do here. Anyhow, when you learn this tool, you will understand that. And then sub enhancement point of view, how we can estimate that enhancement. Let's say, as you are the lead, right? You will gonna lead the team. Sometimes you will get a change request to CR from customers, and how to analyze that, and how we can estimate that one. You might be doing it your MicroStrategy point of view, but in our point of view, what are the things, what are the parameters you need to consider here? We'll also discuss that part as well. And upgradation and migration, that also. And administration point of view, if you want to do admin role, what are the activities we need to make sure? If it is like enhancement role, or if it is a migration, upgradation or migration, what exactly how the migration will happen, what step by step we will take care. Once we do, first my planning is what I'm thinking is, let me know is it works for you. What I'll do is, first we create one project by using a framework manager. Relational, I will show you one project, and I will also show you the dimensional. And after that, we move to the report development. right? Once the report development is over, then I will move to the administration activities, because as long as you are able to do, you should be able to do, where the components can be handled, can be administrated, like how to secure, how to take a backup, and schedule, how the once you develop the report, you should be able to know how schedule works in Cognos, right? So that schedule part I'll show you. And once you develop the reports in the development server, if you want to export that reports into the other servers, you need to know that backup, that export and import process in Cognos, right? All these things I will show you. Let's say once you develop the reports, if the report is running slow, performance is slow, how to improve the performance of the report, and how we can test the report. Testing the report you know already, but Cognos point of view also I will show you. I mean, like in your tool point of yes, but how Cognos works I want to show you. Like in your point of view, there will be different tools. You are using like external scheduling and internal scheduling, how that works, right? We'll discuss that. That is the third stage. Model development, report development, all the concepts. Then this administration, like regular activities administration. Then we'll take one full project and we'll start up. That time, you know how to admin, you know how to manage that connections, manage that export and import and everything. Then you know model, how model works, you know how report works. Then let's assume we have one setup. Then we will discuss how you can move that full funda to the other higher version, like 10 to 11. What kind of things we need to take care, even though once you upgraded, what kind of issues you get, what is the prevents for issues, we will discuss that end. So that way you will comfortable end to end.
Okay.
So that's what I'm thinking as per your requirement. If you're clear or if you have any doubts, let me know.
No, I'm clear as of now.
Okay. Any specific doubts if you have, compare it to your tool, then I can clarify your doubt.
No.
Okay, thank you.